Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. The 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Purdy. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster on a touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit. Nick Bolton. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the line of scrimmage.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. And this one is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Right, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 43 yards. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster on the touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now left side on the swing pass. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes, rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking deep for Jennings. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 40-yard line. Play action. Garoppolo. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's brought down. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Mitchell will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Garoppolo looking to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Mahomes going to throw, escaping the pressure right. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss. Heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Lance again. They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's 2nd down. Here's Lance to throw it. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 62 yards. Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Lance going to try to throw for this. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
This one caught by Kittle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey gets past 1 man. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. He'll buy some time right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a 1st down. Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, only to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
On 1st down, Lance. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Nick Bolton, and the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 54 yards. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. The Lance going to throw. Forced out to his left. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Desperation time here. Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long when they throw the football. They're picking up nice chunks of
blitz coming, and down he goes. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. One final try now for Lance. And that will be incomplete. as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon, because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.